Danganronpa.
Welcome to what is most likely going to be the final episode to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Good times. It's been good. It's been a great ride. I don't know when I'm going to move on to the third game. After I complete it, I'll decide if I'm going to move on to the third game or not. Or maybe I'll give it like a month or 3 and then jump into the next game. But until then, let's finish this shit up. Let's begin. Okay, now it's time to get back to the voice acting part of this. I haven't done this in a while.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
I don't think I pressed 2 buttons and it'd be over.
Huh? It's not the end, right?
Wait a minute, we here and I didn't know last year. Who
This
the
is
fuck
just
are
the
you?
beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end. And from that point on, we are the ones who are going to create.
And my question is, right? What's it with the whole soul fusion thing causing characters to have white hair and red eyes, like the Taka situation? It only makes me wonder if they did it in the third game. Exit! Slam your face into the keyboard until you can exit. Hey! Wasabi! Wasabi coming with a clap! Yeah! Osami DNA beam! It sounds wrong. And you stick with it! DNA beam! Rainbows! She's squirting rainbows! I kind of feel sorry for Junko right now. Usami dropkick! Usami! Kamehame! No? Nothing? Oh! Usami Shibari! Usami Shibari! Good seeing you, it's good seeing you, Usami. I love the game ends right here. Got the credits. Roll credits. Then I've done this already for like 5 minutes, so we're over.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again.
If you don't want it in the first place, why try and get it? Because Junko's whole thing is getting something she doesn't want. And that's just me from the tush that I got from my entire personality in the third game. Like I saw like glimpses.
How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
Does anybody really know why she's the way she is? We just sort of know. But like, no, anybody know the specifics? I don't know the specifics. I haven't seen every single content of this game. And in the content of the game that I have seen, which is majority, they don't really go into Junko. Not all the way into, all the way up inside. Nope, we don't really get into that. Confusion.
That is just so hopeless.
Well, this is a lot sadder where she died and her offing herself. In the previous game, she just seemed crazy by the end of it. Because a goal was to experience the ultimate despair by creating the plans to plan on that plan to create the ultimate plan for despair and then fail at the peak of the plan just before everything was going to become resolute. So you feel despair. And after that, like, how do you top that? This isn't topping that. It's not even her idea. It's Kamakura. I get it. It's fine. Peace out, Junko.
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
Byakuya, let's not ask questions. Usami and my homie, we were hiding her this entire time, alright?
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
Ah, you guys are being cringy. Amazing.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Like we didn't do the same when we didn't take any of the weapons out of Hope's Peak Academy when we exited the place? I'm still pissed about that. How are we gonna leave Hope's Peak Academy and not like pack food, disposables, like go to the weapons section, grab everything we can, start walking out? We had everything in that place. And we decided to leave for the fuck of it. Without anything. Into a world filled with despair.
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them.
What's missing from the first game is someone with common sense. Where is the Chiaki in the first game?
This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Any mods that adds Chiaki to the first game, I would like to see that.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Now we see the elderly forms. I'm a golden egg.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
This entire situation is like peak despair, and we managed to overcome that. Therefore, there's no going back. There's only hope after this point.
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
He's tried harder for so much random shit. I don't understand how he's stuttering now.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Technically, this is the most skilled 5 of the group. We have a fighter, a leader, an underground dealer, Hope, and a mechanic. These 5 could do anything.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
Yamakazuichi, hold me, said Fuyuhiko to Kazuichi.
I am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
Oh,
Hey,
Minimaru's
I'll never
here.
forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too.
Remember
My name
me.
is Kazuichi Soda.
Remember me.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
Yes, use all your might. Use all your might. It would have been sad if they wake up and started killing everything, but yes, use all your might.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
Please do. He is really weird about that.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
Nah, we need you to break bones. Just don't break boner. You require that. So this is the end. But it's just the beginning. Isn't that right? It doesn't change how scared I am. I can't help feeling scared. So scared, but...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
Why didn't you say it until this point? You could have said it. You could have said it at the beginning, in the middle. You could have said it all the time till it lost meaning, and she would have still accepted it. With full hope and belief. Did we go through the door again? The door of the abyss?
Me too. Thank you.
Now, I still don't understand this. And it baffles me to this day that... So... the games allude to the darkness, but the anime don't do shit about it. Yet the anime is a sequel to the game. Yet the anime is also missing an integral part, which is the darkness of the games, right? In the anime iteration of the first game, it's so fast that you cannot feel the emotion that you would have gotten out of it. And I watched the anime first and played the game after. The anime is not bad, it gets to the point, but that's the problem. It gets too quickly to the point. Then there's the third season, or let's say the second season, because it's a sequel to the first game, whereas the second season is a prequel to the first game. Now, third season plays off after this, and randomly we don't see the negative consequences on their bodies or their fucked up behavior. Everything's just sort of fine. And that baffles me and annoys me, irritates me completely. Because missed opportunities always annoy me. Damn.
I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget.
Remember me. Remember me.
I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere.
Still the saddest death in Danganronpa.
Because we're all friends after all.
And the more she talks, the sadder you feel about it. Damn it, Chiaki. Why do you have to go out like that? I have a feeling this was gonna happen. I had a feeling. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. This is the time where, if we are actually active on our Twitch channel, I would have reacted to the third season on the Twitch channel, but I don't really Twitch channel yet. We are going to, but when we get there. You obtain a present! Giant cell phone! Why would I want that if Junko's entire mind is on the cell phone? It's not deleted if you have the cell phone, right? Right? Yeah, you can keep that game. Alright. Where am I gonna save this? Let's save this here. And so, the incident is coming to an end. The incident riddled with absurdity, with nonsense with sheer irrationality, and no common sense. Do not forget the common sense. It's about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Hope Speaker carries biggest, most tragic event. Smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. An incident so small it doesn't even have a name. So tiny. It's a micro penis. Well, I didn't have to go that far. The world will never know what happened here. Not now. Not in the distant future. As long as I remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave any time.
Then, I guess we should get going.
Hey Makoto, is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me. So I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
I don't think that's the case.
Show me! Show me!
I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends?
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
We don't know, but we'll guess. We'll just assume that they're not going to another country to completely bomb the shit out of them.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
Like you're any different. This is the time where Toko's hiding, in the water, slowly swimming. Byakuya, I'm coming!
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
I just realized that Toko essentially got Byakuya a threesome with Komaru involved, because Byakuya's Komaru's savior as well. And Toko likes Byakuya. So if Toko organizes that threesome, Byakuya's in. Although, Sorry, Naegi. I'm sorry, man. Byakuya got your sister.
No, the possibility isn't a problem.
Naegi don't look like he aged. Byakuya looks no different. And then there's Kyoko, who somehow became super fine and super tall and got Tego berries.
Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves. In their eyes, that is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
This is a miracle. This is the greatest what the fuck moment that you could have had in the series.
Strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it. They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future.
That look on Kirigiri's face is that same look that she gave him when he was sleeping in bed and he was sick and she looked like she wanted to kill him. That's the same look she gave him.
Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
Alright.
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
It's amazing how best friends Naegi and Byakuya is, but Byakuya will never admit it. I'm not friends with you or anything. Psha!
Haven't grown up?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Cause you haven't grown
Well,
up.
who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time.
And next time, and the time after that, and the time after that. Considering I saved your ass like 20 different times at this point.
However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Season 3!
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
So they're going to Jabberwock
We
Island.
need to work on concealing it.
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
I took a dump and it disappeared. Look, I really had to go.
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the ship.
We could have a meeting between everybody, all the ultimates, be like, alright, we need a plan here.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you that much.
You're part of the reason it happened.
Huh?
You know? Take responsibility, take accountability for your actions.
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
You too.
Fine.
Always Naegi, you have to do everything. Naegi save us from the last school trip, and now I save him from this school trip. And now, Oh, she just looks like an older Chiaki.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished.
I thought you said you finally came to the conclusion everything's calming
We
down.
must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
For the future foundation.
It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while longer.
At least you're not trapped in that cage Monica trapped you in anymore, eh?
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Don't
Komaru
make me remember something so horrifying.
and Toko. He's like, sometimes Byakuya wakes up at night and he's just screaming in horror. Because he had a weird dream about Toko. He just doesn't want to go in that direction.
Then let's go. We must create our own futures too.
And that's still the dreams. That's still the wet dreams. We're not even get to the wet nightmares where in his sleep he's like tied up in different positions and shit. And genocide a guarantee. Say, there's a reach there. There's a reach. A halo reach.
And so, the ordeal has ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before.
I'm sad that they didn't let me voice act the ending of this game like they did in the previous game.
Things are probably going to be a lot more difficult now.
This is a disappointment. My disappointment's immeasurable and my day's ruined.
There's no such thing as an answered mystery.
If you take mystery on its own, then sure. But answered mystery is a complete solved mystery. If you... Am I wrong?
It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well.
Do we at least get to see how you look?
The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea.
So you're saying I must change my song to I would swim 500 miles and I would swim 500 more. Oh my damn, I can't sail on this boat no more. I want to break this hole. A hoe, like hoe that you use in farm, but instead I'm referring to hoe as in paddle.
You can try to go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you'll get there.
He stayed
Even
behind.
So, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
He stayed behind. Do we at least find out if Chiaki is in your head? Because that's how what they made it seem like in the last game.
Here.
In season 3. The day before the future. Foundation. Do I need to get my voice ready, or is this the end? This the end? 52 videos. 52 videos. You need to put my name under every character in the game. You know, because I voiced act them all as well. This human overlordcringus. This was Danganronpa Goodbye Despair 2. The music in the background may have had to be cut out. We'll play something epic in the background. Don't worry about it. This was Hajime Hinata. What do you have to say about our travels and tribulations this time? Well, things were pretty fun. I really don't know what to say about it. Our friends died, but as you said, they come back to life. You don't know this. You don't know that. Maybe. What did you feel about your experience as me as your conscience? Rate me on 1 to 5. 0. Most certainly 0. Why? Dude, I helped you at like strategic moments. That was Chiaki. Fuck you too, man. Fuck you too. And now for Nagito Komeda. Well, hello there. I heard you're Hajime's conscience. You may or may not have stopped most of my plans. Well, it's just seriously lucky to be meeting you. You better not be stealing my luck in this next few moments, you know that, right? I'm gonna kick your ass. Dude, you may be the ultimate lucky student, but I will find a way to punch you through your luck, alright? No need to get violent, Things aren't as simple as it seems. You may try to punch me, but just like Akane, she didn't get very far. She choked you off to death. Alright? Be that way. And now for Nekomaru Nidai. Ugh, man, feels good to have a body again. Yeah, I prefer you as Minimaru. What? That little thing? Look, I may have had a geometrically stable clock, but it's not the same as having arms and legs. Look, bruh, you were more fun as Minimaru, alright? And you had no constipation, alright? Just saying. Don't know who else to talk to. Chiaki? How did I voice Chiaki again? Why are you wondering about how you voiced me? Because I don't remember how I voiced you. Simple. Well, something like this? I think. It could have been anybody else. For all I know, that was Mahiru, Ibuki, or anybody on the list. Come on, it's just it was what it is, alright? Well, she's moody. I don't know who else to talk to. I could talk to Toko. That sounds like a plan. I have a strange feeling in my bones that I need to be worried that I was spending. Toko is like something when you say a name, then she senses you said it. Somehow she knows I said a name. Strange. And Gundam Tanaka! I see, Fiend, that you are the one behind the scenes, the true mastermind that started this by clicking play. Sure, let's get him out of here before he starts sending the buffaloes. I'm not Mufasa, man, you're not killing me. Get your ass out of here. This was fun. Danganronpa is my favorite series by far. And like, I don't know what else to say on that. See man, overlordcringus. I want you to like, subscribe, smack your face with the keyboard a couple of times, turn notifications to always. And check out all our links in the description, especially our other channel, Exhausted Genshin. We do a bunch of Genshin Impact stuff, and yeah, pray for me. You also stayed a present. Easter egg. Easter. That's the if book, right? What? Usami strap? Is that some type of dress? Is that some type of strap on? You aren't being very specific. Strap means a load of things.